Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for Katie and for Travis and their families. We ask that your presence is here and that you honor and accept and bless the commitments and the vows they're going to make to each other. We ask that you bless their relationship and their family moving forward. We ask for these things in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen.
Better company I keep.
On behalf of Travis and Katie, I want to welcome you. What a beautiful day, what a beautiful couple. Who can find a virtuous wife? That is at the essence of who Katie is, right? She sees life as virtuous. She sees a lens of life is, what is the correct thing to do? How should I behave now? How should we behave? That is how she sees life. So when it asks, who can find a virtuous wife? Right off the bat, it goes on, gets better for you. It says, she is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. And she brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. Finally, it says, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. And that, I think anybody who knows Katie knows that her faith, right, and her passion, her commitment to her relationship with God is of the utmost importance to her. And so here we are, one of the most influential books, right, that we have is listing characteristics of a virtuous wife. And it sounds an awful lot like the woman you're about to marry today. How lucky are you? This one is short and sweet, and it says, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church. And in our time together, I experienced that so much as you talked with Katie, right? Of being gentle and thoughtful about her and her feelings. And oftentimes, when we're talking about relationships and areas to grow in, it easily can become finger pointing and blaming, and that was never my experience with you. And in fact, that characteristic is a direct quote from Jesus, right? He said, I came not to condemn, but that you would have a full life, right? An abundant full life. And as we did personality stuff, that is at the core of who Travis. He sees life through what is going to be the most fun. I want all of the experiences. I want to try all of the food. And in fact, we know, right, that Jesus' first miracle was a wedding, right? In order to keep the party going. So I am certain that tonight you are going to really take hold of that Christ-like behavior, I'm sure, and keep it going tonight. But I want you to know that I have seen these characteristics in you. These are the things, right? Living a full life, right? Kind, gentle, sacrificing. Those are the things you've already brought to this relationship. Remember that as the decades go by and you guys create a longer relationship.
When we first met, I knew you as the fun, loud guy who could be found at the center of every party. You would be laughing, arguing about pointless things, yelling over people, and of course, making your own rules for whatever game we were playing. While these things still remain true, it doesn't begin to encompass the man that I see you as today. You are a loyal and selfless friend to all. You are full of wisdom, wit, and timely movie quotes. Your love for Eggs Benedict, Excel spreadsheets, and attaining free stuff is unlike anyone I know. Your joy and optimism for life is palpable, and your lighthearted spirit is desirable to be around. You've managed to push me outside of my comfort zone and have taken me on adventures that I'll cherish for a lifetime. With you in my corner, I feel invincible. It is because of who you are and how we are together that I have total peace in making these commitments to you. I vow to love you the way that you deserve, with admiration, passion, and respect. I vow to embrace your interests and nourish your passions, even if that means rooting for the Washington football team and all their losing seasons that come with it. I vow to never grow tired of the groutfits, visors, jersey tees, and the nice sweats that you choose to wear on our fancy date nights. I vow to remain steadfast in my faith and dedicated to becoming the best version of myself. I vow to love you without reservation, to challenge you to grow personally and spiritually, to support you in times of distress, and to celebrate all of our victories. I vow to create a household full of joy and to raise children with you as equals. I vow to create a lasting partnership that our kids will aspire to emulate, just as ours have done for us. I promise to love you for eternity, honoring you, respecting you, remaining faithful to you, and sharing this life with you. I vow to always choose us, and I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
With the moon high, if we keep quiet, we could have the world to ourselves.
5 years ago, I would have never thought it possible to love someone as much as I love you today. It was your beauty that drew me in, and you've only gotten more beautiful every day since then. But what I truly fell in love with was your passion, your thoughtfulness, and your unrelenting desire to better the lives of the people you love. My admiration grows each day for your devotion to your morals, values, and faith. I'm in constant amazement at your ability to stay true to yourself without wavering, and believe that everyone in your life is blessed to be a part of it. Many husbands vow to be their wife's rock, but to me, a rock is too rigid and unforgiving, so I figured I'd use my own metaphors. When it comes to our relationship, I want to be your couch cushion. I will provide you with support, but also flexibility, and I'll always be there to soften the blow anytime you fall. I promise to be your sponge. When life gets hectic, I will be there to absorb your stress and help to clean up any mess we find ourselves in. I vow to be your eyeglasses. Whenever you're tasked with difficult decisions and things get a little blurry, I will do my best to provide clarity and perspective so that we can both see our bright future together more clearly. There's no one in the world I'd rather meet at the altar or raise my future children or spend a Friday night on the couch with. For the rest of our lives, you can count on me to be a loving husband, a dedicated father, and a best friend. If there's one thing in life I'm sure of, it's that my love for you, which has grown each day for half a decade, is everlasting.
As is tradition, you can seal this ceremony with a kiss. It is my great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife and introduce to everyone here Mr. and Mrs. Knoll.
Woke up feeling easy, like I'm on top of the world. Leaving all my worries and I'm heading out the door. I think I like the way we vibe. Not gonna hide it anymore. I got a good feeling. You got me in the mood. I got a good feeling. And I know you feel it too. I'll take you to my rooftop, let you see the view. Passing all the levels, baby, making up the rules. I think I like the way we vibe. Not gonna hide it anymore. I got a good feeling. You got me in the mood. I got a good feeling. And I know you feel it too. I know you feel it too. Nothing gonna stop me living it up. Dancing to the backbeat, turning it up. Nothing gonna stop me living it up. Dancing to the backbeat, turning it up. Nothing gonna stop me living it up. Dancing to the backbeat, turning it up. Nothing gonna stop me living